I'm the Spirit Keeper, and I give you a reason for every season. Today we're going to be unboxing Death Stalker, and as of the time I'm recording this, today is Christmas Day. So, Merry late Christmas because this video probably won't come out until a couple days after. But yeah, Death Stalker. He was from last year, and I got him this year. Last year I wasn't super comfortable with buying stuff online, but this year I got him, and he's awesome. His head looks amazing with the detail, and he's overall a more eerie prop from Spirit. Without further ado, let's go and unbox him. Alright, so now I'm going to start taking him out of the box. He isn't a slide out. And there's another unboxing that will be coming out soon, which is Ringmaster from Spirit Halloween this year. So it looks like Death Stalker comes with sandbags. I don't know why, because he doesn't have any crazy movement. But that is nice that Spirit includes that. Just in case there's wind or something, you can place him down so he won't fly all over the place. Next, I'm trying to take out, I think, his shoulder piece, it looks like. It's connected to tons of stuff. So I'm trying to untangle this. And this comes with the hunch over. Try not to break anything. Here we have like the hunch over for his back, that part. Which, another thing about him, which is great, is his big hunch over, which adds tons of height to him, which makes him even scarier. We have the arms, other arms. Now here I'm going to take out one of his hands, which are, wow, these are insanely detailed. So he has 4 fingers, which is just awesome because he's even more alien-like with the 4 fingers. There they are. The paint is a bit chipped, but that doesn't matter because you can't really see it. But so the inside is like this pinkish, like orange, which just looks really great. And the outside is this grayish, which is just really eerie and a really good paint job for like an alien type creature. I don't know what he actually is, but I think he's like an alien fish. Another hand. But yeah, like I was saying, he's definitely a prop that I wanted just because he's different than all the other props. Like, he's not like a clown or anything. Which, don't get me wrong, some of the clowns are really good, but some of them aren't the greatest. But this one was definitely a good prop. So, I'm trying to take out his head over here, which is massive. Like, this is crazy huge. I might have to take it out off camera just because there's so many parts in here that I'm still trying to get out. Here we have the fog, because he does breathe fog, but for this demo of him in this video, I won't have him connected to fog just because I'm inside and I don't want the smoke detector going off. Trying to get this piece of cardboard off. There we go. This mechanism is crazy. Or, yeah, I believe this is the mechanism. It's crazy. It looks like the adapter is already in it. Yeah, which is crazy, but this mechanism is insane. I'll lay this out. It's probably out of camera, but that's a crazy big mechanism. Now I'm going to try and take his head out, which is one of the biggest heads I have ever seen before. It's massive. And this is all latex. Let me take the plastic off. This is just crazy. The amount of detailing on his head is insane. He has some blood marks on top. This is probably the most detailed head I've ever seen from Spirit props that I own. That's just an amazing head. It really just looks amazing with all the detailing and everything on it. It really stands out. I'm going to throw that cardboard to the side. This is a longer unboxing because he has tons of pieces in his build. Here we have a hip loop. Yeah, he has tons of pieces. He's 7'3" tall. Then here's his massive base with the metal poles. So I don't want his base to fall or anything. I'm probably just going to set it up against a wall because I don't really know where else to put it. So, and then there's tons of stuff at the bottom of his box from all his clothing and stuff. Here we have this for his fog. You can like turn it on and off, which I think is cool. So if you don't want the fog, you obviously don't put fog connected to his fog disputer, or you can turn that switch off. So there's the unboxing for Death Stalker. Now I'm going to lay everything out and start the setup. So we're now going to start building him. And one thing I want to say before we really get into building him is there's going to be a lot of cuts on this video just because of how many parts he has. And I need to go and gather all of them because I can't fit them all near me because I won't have enough space. So the first thing we're going to do here is attach the B-poles to the base. And then once you do that, it has these things for security, if that's the right word I'm using. There's this one. Now you need to put in the other one. These are usually really hard to get in. There we go. They weren't too bad this time. Next up, we're going to attach C to B. If this goes over it, looks like this pole is not big enough to go over B. So, well, that's weird. Let's see if the other one works, because if it doesn't fit, okay. So, something's wrong with this pole. I might have to resume the unboxing to a later date because I can't seem to get this pole over. It isn't bigger than the B. It's like the same size. So I can't continue the unboxing. I'm going to go and see just to make sure that this doesn't go over B. But if it doesn't, I will come back and tell you guys, and then we'll resume the unboxing at a later date. So let's go and do that. So I fixed this pole. What was wrong with it is the snap lock right here was down here. So I had to just take the snap lock out and place it up here. But now it's all fixed. So I don't have to wait weeks for a new part to come in, because you can just do that. So now I'm going to grab the mechanism, which is huge. This mechanism is huge. He only has side-to-side motion, so it's really surprising that his mechanism is this big just for that. I'm running into stuff. Up, got to flip it around. There we go. Slide it down. The mechanism is usually the hardest part about the setup, just because you need to line them both up and place them both in at the same time. That's the main reason it's hard. There we go. I think they're both in. Make the snap lock pop out. There we go. So now all of this is in. Next up, we need to take this hip loop and attach the hip loop right here. Or I think I was supposed to put that around first before I actually did that, but it's okay. I still got it around. He has a huge hip loop because he needs that huge formation because of how big he is. So with the hip loop, I don't know what's wrong with this, but it doesn't seem like it's going down. I need to push it out a bit, and then I should be able to get it in. So that side is in. There's a lot of problems with this prop today. Oh, I see the problem. The mechanism, the hip loop on this side is all jacked up, but I think having it like that should be fine. I don't think it's really going to come off. So for this, I might need a stool because it's really tall. Probably will need a stool. I'm going to try and do it without one though. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely going to need a stool for this next step. So I'm going to go and grab one, place that on top, and now I think from there we have the clothing. Let's go and do that. So he's getting really tall now. I don't think he's around the 7'3" mark yet. He might be though. He's definitely one of my bigger props. Most of the props I own are around 6 feet tall, but this guy's 7'3", which is just crazy. So I'm trying to line it up on that side. I might have the sides mixed up. It looks like Yeah, I don't know why one side is thicker and one side is thinner. That doesn't really make sense to me. They should both just be the same size. But so now I just need to slide that in. Hopefully they both go down. And hopefully I don't fall and break my neck or something. So it looks like that's now attached. Now I need to grab the big hunch. This hunch is absolutely huge to give him that massive height. And wait, I might have did this wrong. No, wait. Oh my gosh. He is so tall. I don't know if my ceilings are tall enough for this. I think they're just gonna be tall enough. This is crazy. He's so tall. I'm trying to line this up because it's really tedious. This is really hard. I really hope I don't fall and something goes downhill. Oh, well, I got that side. Now, I need to move the stool over and get to this side. This is a difficult setup. Probably one of my most difficult ones. Just because of his height and how many parts he has. So, I think they're now both on, which is crazy. He is so huge, that's great for a prop, but I did not expect him to be this tall. Like, this is just insanely tall. So I think his head will be around right here, which is a drastic hunch over. I believe looking at his box. I don't think it'll be right here because he won't have enough room for his head because, as you can see right here, this thing is huge. But now I think the next step is to go and put on his clothes. And I'm probably going to do that off camera because it's really difficult. But first I'll show you the clothing. I'm just going to take it out of the bag because, like, it looks like his clothes are all black and stuff, but they're like a grayish color, which is crazy. And then you have his creepy cloth, which, yeah, comes with it. But yeah, the creepy cloth is like almost like a swamp green or something. It's almost like fishing net, which is really awesome because it's not plain black. But now I'm going to go and put his clothes on off camera because it might take a bit. So let's go and do that. So I'm now going to put on the head. So let me grab that. And I'm going to say this again. His head is huge. I'm going to take this sticker off because it does have a sticker on it. And his head is latex. So one thing about it being latex is that it will like get like softer as time progresses, being out in the rain or anything. And also the fogging will affect that. Now I'm gonna try and put this head on. Hopefully I can put it on screen. I did the clothing off camera because it was really difficult. But now I'm gonna try and put the head in. So as you can see right here, we have the hose for the fog. I'm not going to use fog in this demo, but I'm going to try and just feed it down. And he has two prongs where you attach his head to. So I'm going to try and get those in. Hopefully I don't drop his head. It's really hard to see. Just trying to line it up. I might have to do this off camera just because of how tedious this is. This is probably one of my hardest unboxings I ever did. So now I'm going to go and do this off camera because this is very difficult. And now his hose just came out of his mouth. So yeah, I'm definitely going to go and do this off camera to put on his head. But after that, I can put the arms on, which will be on camera. And then we should be done. So let's go do that. So I'm now going to slide his arms through. And his arms are really difficult to get on because you need to slide them all the way up. And the actual prong connection for his arms are really high up. And they're super unnatural, which is great to give that alien type monster. Because that's what he is. He's like a fish alien, which is just really awesome. And he's really eerie. So I'm just going to keep adding this I think I'm doing this correctly, but I might move my stool over a bit just so I can actually get in the correct spot. So I'm going to put my arm back up. Got it. Just going to keep moving. I can feel where it goes. So I'm really just trying to put it in there. One thing I will say is right above it, you have the shoulder connection. So it is a little difficult because you have that shoulder piece in the way. I'm getting really close. I can almost feel it. Hopefully I'm still in camera. I can feel it. I'm so close. And there we go. We have the first arm attached. So now I'm just going to slide the sleeve through. And this looks amazing. His arm looks so creepy. And it's so big. It's really high up. Now I'm going to grab the second arm and do the same thing on the other side. These arms are difficult to attach just because of how tall they are. And you can't see anything you're actually doing. So again, I'm going to slide this up if I'm able to. There we go. Slide it up. So now we're back at the top. This side is going to be a bit faster because I actually know what I'm doing now. So we're going to feel around. You don't want the creepy cloth on top of this, so I'm just going to move that. Now, if I can feel around, let's see. Again, this part is really difficult. In general, this guy's setup is just really hard because there's so many complicated steps. Like his head was difficult because of how big his head is. And then this part's difficult because you can't see anything you're doing at all. So I'm just trying to feel around. That's the only thing you can really do to attach this arm. So I think I got it in place. One of the prongs, I should. There. One of the prongs are in the right place. Trying not to bend the metal, but I'm really not in a good spot. But I think I just attached it. So there's that arm, a bit faster than the other one. And now for some of the final steps, I'm going to play with this a bit. But now I'm going to grab his two hands off camera. Well, not off camera, but out of the camera's sight. So here I have his one hand. I don't think there's a difference in his hands because they're like the exact same thing. I want to see if they're both N. Then, see, where's this guy's sticker? So, they are actually different connections. So I'm just going to look. This one should connect here. So I'm just going to attach this. Jeez, his hands are heavy. Not when I actually pick them up, they're not heavy, but for the actual animatronic, they're heavy because when I just attached them, his arm went down, which is just crazy. But yeah, this looks amazing with his one hand attached so far. So now all I need to do is attach the other hand, and then we should be able to get on to the demo. So I'm going to grab his other hand. That hand is looking pretty good. Just going to touch it up a tiny bit. Now for the final hand. We're going to attach it right here. And then one thing I'll say while I'm doing these hands is, with the fog machine and stuff, you can attach that if you like. What you do is there's a hose on Death Stalker that you just, doesn't look like this guy has a Velcro on here, which is weird. Yeah, he doesn't have a Velcro. But at the bottom of Death Stalker, he has this hose and stuff, which, try and lift this up. Right here, he has the hose. You attach that to the fog machine, and then that's what you do. You just attach that in, and then just gonna fix this cloth a bit because I don't really like how the Velcro looks, so I'm just gonna unattach it. But yeah, so he is huge. Now he's grabbing me, but now we can go on to the demo because he is fully set up. First, I will show him with the lights on, and I won't use fog with him just because I don't want the smoke detector going off. But like I said, you can hook him up with fog. He's better outside, like out of your garage or something, but you can still use him in your garage. But without me talking, let's go and see this guy's demo. So there's Death Stalker. He's probably one of my favorite animatronics that I now own, just because of the way he looks. He looks truly amazing. His hands are awesome because underneath he has that pinkish, which you can't really see. But if you really do pay attention to them, that looks awesome. He has fog. The thing I do want to say is the light with his fog, because I'm pretty sure his mouth is supposed to light up yellow with the LED. Oop, with his LED like up in his mouth. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to glow yellow, but it's okay because I had the light in on him. But this guy looks truly amazing in the dark and in the light. In the light, you can appreciate the detail more. One thing I would like better about his face is maybe the teeth were dirtied up a bit more because they're kind of just plain white. They have a bit of yellow in them, but they're really plain white. But besides that, this guy is definitely one of my favorite animatronics I own. Like I said, he's so tall. His face has amazing detail on his hands. He's just truly amazing. And you should definitely get this guy. He's like 280, I think, with a coupon. He's probably 240, but that's shipping. So 270 is probably his overall price, which I think is definitely worth it for this guy with what you're getting out of him. The height, the movement is plain, but it works for him. The audio is great. And overall, he's just really good for the price he is. And I definitely recommend him. But anyway, make sure you remember that I'm the Spirit Keeper, and I give you a reason for every season. Bye.